Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. It's your boy Elzanito. It's been a while, and yeah, I have a quick update on Midjourney AI. That's the artificial intelligence used in converting your text to image and artworks and stuff. So apparently they've added a new way of making your designs or your artwork more realistic, and that's using the webmaster and stuff. So I'm going to show you, we are going to create something very dope. We're going to create a black version of Zeus. Then we're going to like take it to Photoshop and do one or two things about it. Let's jump into it. So yeah, the first thing you want to do, okay, just like I said, we are going to be creating a black version of Zeus. So let's jump right into it. And now on the Discord app or on Discord software, I just subscribed my monthly subscription for the Midjourney AI, $10 per month. So yeah, the first thing you're going to do is click on slash, and when you click on slash, it brings out different kind of commands. So what you're looking for is image, then prompt. Click on that. Then the next thing you want to do is type in black version of Zeus, right? Then comma, we put 8K render hyper realism. So what we're trying to tell the artificial intelligence is, you know what, this black version of Zeus, I want it to hyper realistic. I want it to be very high quality and all. So when you're done, just press enter and you wait less than a minute. Your work is going to show. So while we are doing that, ensure that Photoshop is ready. Let's open Photoshop, new file, and pixels. We're going to work with, let's work with 2500 for the width and 3000 for the height. Then for the resolution, we are going to work with 300 for the resolution. The background will work with white. So we want to have Photoshop ready because you just want to speed up this whole process. So let's go back to Midjourney. Now you can see that we are already 75. Oh, this is looking amazing. Like, this is looking really dope. But we're not done yet. So now the update I was talking about is this. In as much as you when you like put in the text, for example, this is the final render. You see that it looks nice, but it doesn't still look so real. Like, it doesn't really look like a real image. Now there's a part of it that has been remastered to give you that real vibe. Now to do that, you need to first upscale a particular image. That is, you need to first pick a particular image and say, okay, I love this image, let me upscale it. Then when you upscale it, then you can remaster it. So looking at this image, which one do you think looks more like what we are looking for? I think it is this number 3, right? So number 3 looks more like a Zeus kind of figure. So we are going to upscale 3. So U3. So upscaling 3, that is, you are telling the artificial intelligence, you know what, that number 3 resonates with me. I would like you to like increase the quality. So now it is increasing the quality. Now most times when you click on this kind of image, it looks cool, right? It looks still okay, but the moment you upscale one of it, you see that it's not so good, and that's where the remaster comes in. So it's still rendering. We're just going to give it some time. Still rendering. In less than a minute, you're done with everything. Like, less than a minute. It's so powerful. I was listening on Top Radio, is it day first day, and they were talking about how artificial intelligence is doing a lot of things, and are there disadvantages to this thing? Does it make people lazy and stuff? And I say, for one, students should not use artificial intelligence for their academic learning. Not university students, I'm talking about like children, stuff like that, because that stage they need to learn all they can before even looking for easier ways to do things. So but when you get to university and you just need an idea of an assignment, can use artificial intelligence, but does that mean you should then probably just copy everything? And no, it is to guide you, to make work easy for you, to guide you. So now we are done with the upscaling. Now after upscaling, can you see that it doesn't it's upscaled, right? But it doesn't look real. So now this is the update. If you look down at this part, you see what we call remaster. When you click on remaster, it's going to transform this image to a very almost real image. Now watch. So just click on remaster, and this it's really powerful, because imagine what you can do with this, especially for me as a photo manipulation artist. It's just so crazy what you can do with it, and I'm going to show you. It's just so amazing. We are going to do this together. So yeah, just watch and see the crazy things that now it's going to, when you click on remaster, it's going to give you two options to choose from. I mean, 30%, you can see how cool this is looking already. So yeah, just give it about 10-20 seconds more, and we'll have our Zeus, black version of Zeus, to look so real that you would not even know which one to pick from. And here we are done. Now when you open it, now you can see that this actually looks real compared to this that looks disfigured. So this looks real, and for me, I would be going with this second version that has this more of this white, although this one has lightning going in the background, but I'll be going with this one. So what we'll now do then is to upscale number 2, that's U2. And if you don't even upscale it and you want to get another variation of number 2, you just press V2. It's amazing. So I mean, you can spend hours on this, but just remember that the subscription is there. I did the $10 subscription, and that's 200 hours worth of this, or 200 images, I mean. So we're going to wait for it to upscale. While we are waiting, for Photoshop, I'm going to pick up one of my previous design that has those lightning effects, because I don't want to spend so much time on this. So I'm going to pick up that and use it. So let me go to my Photoshop. I think I used it in Black Adam. Yeah, the Black Adam poster I did recently. That's the last video tutorial. Excuse me. All right, our render is ready, and this is the beautiful render. Now, definitely there are some things that would be work on, but I mean, it looks great. So what you want to do is open original, and it takes you to the web, and it's very heavy. I mean, sometimes you see images as high as 4 MB, 3 MB, and you can just play with it on Photoshop. It's so amazing. So yeah, this is the black version of Zeus, and we save it. Right, after saving it, then we go to our downloads and we bring it into Photoshop. Sorry, let's open into Photoshop, and we drag it into Photoshop just like so. You can see how nice this is looking. So I'm going to just place it just like this, right? And now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to rasterize it and I want to select the subject itself, so that I can now start making my edits. So yeah, Photoshop as well, using AI, it's properly selected what I was looking for. So Ctrl J to separate it, right? Then what I want to do then is I'm going to also still select I want to use just the sky behind him, right? And take away his face. So I'm still going to select him, then expand the selection and use content aware fill too. So after making the selection, go to your where is this tool? Yeah, your polygonal lasso tool or anyone. Right click on it. Excuse me, no, come to select, go to modify. You want to modify the selection, so we want to expand it. So click on expand, and you can expand by 8 pixels, right? It's going to expand. You can even expand more, because I think I need to expand more. Select, modify, expand. Let's choose 20 pixels. Exactly. Now you can see that, Then what you then do is right click and content aware fill. So when you click on contact tab, what you're trying to tell the AI is, you know what, I want the background, I don't want the image. So the space of the image, clear it off and replace it with the sky at its back. And that's what it's going to do in a few seconds. So just watch as it loads. And also this process is also made possible using AI as well. You can see. So we just apply. All right. It's going to take a bit of seconds, just to properly load. So just give it a bit of time, then would move. All right, so press OK. All right, now that we have this, it's not like the image got deleted, right? If you turn this layer off, you would see the original image, and if you turn it on, you see this. So I'm going to merge both together. So click on first layer, second layer, just like so, and you merge the layers. Right now, after merging it, then you can then increase the just increase such like this. Exactly. Now you can still see some form of traces of the body. So what you want to just do is come down to your sports alien brush tool and just reduce the size and just play around this just like so. So it's going to clear out all those traces of the body of Zeus, just like so. So just give it a moment. It's not supposed to take this much time. Okay, so same with this. You can see that those lines are disappearing. So yeah, same with this. Now we have the sky background. Very, very beautiful and amazing and very, very simple. So the next thing we want to do then is to showcase our Zeus character, which is this. If you still see stuff like this around it, just come down to, instead of the spot alien brush, just choose patch and just just pick and drag till you are satisfied. Something like this, just pick and drag. Alright, so something like this. Exactly. This is too much. Alright, so yeah, we have our background, our sky. So let's just call this sky, and this is our character, Zeus itself. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in the lightning effect of Black Adam. So I'm just going to play around it just quickly. Just merge layers, then bring this in like so. So I'm just going to place this. Since Zeus uses lightning bolt, we all know Zeus uses lightning bolt. If you don't know, then you're not a fan of Zeus. If that's okay to say. Then bring this just behind him like so. Then you can raise him up slightly like so. Exactly. So those lightning bolts will then blur it out. So go to filter, blur, motion blur. Let's use motion blur. Yeah, something like this. Then same with this, filter, then choose motion blur, since we already applied it to the first one. Now, before we add anything, I'm not going to spend so much time on this, but before we add anything, we can see that this head part, you can see that it is too sharp, right? It's too sharp. So what we want to do is just blur that area. So we just pick our blur tool, right? Ensure that the strength is slightly large. Something like this, exactly. So you can see that when you blend it, it blends well with the air. So I'm just going to do that quickly, just to blend it with the air, so it doesn't look like something terrible going on. It doesn't look like his head was carved. Anyways, yeah. something like this. You can see his skin looks like scales. I mean, if you're going for that, that's fine, but I don't think I want that. So there's something you can do to like what some photographers use in smoothing the skin. We'll just do one of the styles, then we'll just move from there. So what they do is this. This is the layer, right? We call it model, or let's just call it Zeus. So we will Control J to duplicate, and this one that has been duplicated will come down to filter, blur, surface blur. So when you click on surface blur, you can see that it is blurred already. So I'm using 16, and let's use a lower threshold so it doesn't. So this is the threshold I'm using, 8 pixel for radius, and for the threshold 41 levels. No, let's reduce it. Let's use 33. So when you press OK, you can see that now the whole body looks glistening and blurry, but we don't want to have it on all the body, just some parts. So still selecting the Zeus copy, click on your layer mask. Now click down on your layer mask and Ctrl I to invert. Now you can see that blurring effect has gone. So what you just do is, now that this is black, you can zoom into the part that you want those your blur stuff to show. Take your brush to ensure it is white and just paint. If you paint, you can see the brush coming in. It's currently on 60, so it's good like that. So when you paint, you can see, if I put it to 100, you see that it is just, I think you should be able to see, yeah, that effect is going on. So just blur out those parts that you want to blur out. So like this, just those parts that you want it to be smooth, kind of. You don't want everything to be too smooth so that it doesn't lose its realism, kind of, yeah. So yeah, let's add a bit to the nose as well. So something like this, yeah, something like this. So yeah, we have this going on. The background definitely would add a little bit of blur since it's a sky. So filter, blur, Gaussian blur, just reduce it slightly like this. Now the reason why I opened this is the effect, this lightning bolt effect. So we're going to pick one of it, right, and place it by the eyes, like so. Then we are going to duplicate it and go to edit, transform, flip horizontal. We are going to flip it horizontally so that it can go to the other side as well, just like so. You can see this thing going on there. We don't want it, so just take your eraser tool, ensure that it is currently on 0 hardness. Then just brush out those parts. So yeah, we have this. And you can put the eye glow, just call this eye glow, and just select color, and just take your brush, let's zoom in, take your brush and just dab. And what you want to then do is go to overlay, or overlay is fine, although I usually prefer using dodge or something, but yeah, let's just use overlay. And you can just add some other touches that you feel you need to add and stuff like that. It's not supposed to be yellow, let's just use white. So go to hue and saturation, choose lightning up like that. So Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Let me bring in my signature as usual. You see that I didn't really create anything like that. Like, it's just, I only added the usual. There's nothing really crazy that is going on here, kind of. So just add the usual effects. So this is red. We're going to convert it as well. Go to hue and saturation and choose, oh sorry, choose saturation, change it to white or just something like this. Yeah, so I'm going to reduce my tag because I don't want it to always look too big. And yeah, we have this done in less than 20 minutes. If we are being sincere, like less than 20 minutes. The next thing you want to then do is probably bring in, go to your color lookup, bring in bleach bypass, and add a bit of that. Reduce it slightly, just like so. Then bring in another color lookup. Let's say orange and blue. Let's see how that looks like, or orange and blue, something like this. Then you can add, you can just make it normal and just reduce it slightly because it's looking too bluish kind of. And what you then want to do is you can then download the name online, Zeus, and just place it. So I'm going to save my work, Zeus, and we are done. So yeah, basically that's how to create an amazing piece of work on Photoshop using Midjourney. Like, look at where we started from, just like that. Just it's crazy where we started from. It's just so amazing. So yeah, if you love this video, if it resonates with you, and if you want to see more of this, you can always give me a like, you can comment more ideas, and you can also subscribe. And I would love to see what you create with these two amazing tools. And remember, you don't necessarily have to have Photoshop on your system to create this. You can use Discord on your phone and use probably Pixel Lab or Canva or anything, just so the idea is not to be perfect at a particular software. It is to be creative enough to create something that is wonderful. So see you